God's afternoon, good people. God's morning, God's evening, God's night, wherever you are on the face of this planet, country, whatever. How are y'all doing today? Is it a good day for y'all? Or did somebody just get on your fucking nerve and just irk the hell out of you? It is Saturday, money making day. No time to relax. Got bills that's due. And they gotta be paid. Rather people live with you, don't live with you, help you out, send you money, don't send you money. It's gotta be paid. Shout out to all the October birthday people, my cousins. Happy birthday. Or as I should say, happy solar returned blessed birthday. And let me shoot this up in here real quick, cause I'm passing the post office right on up, and I need to drop my ballot, and I want to get this out of my hair so I can be done with this. Here's my ballot here. Hold on, y'all. I would say track my ballot, but I don't know where it is. Done. I ain't gotta go to no places and vote. Anywho, I was just irked a little bit ago because people know they got rent to pay, and they want to take their whole fucking check and pay other shit with. Instead of paying a portion of it on their rent. That's okay. They can do it. What the hell are you motherfuckers blowing for? Goddamn light is fucking red. Where they gonna go? Shit. Dumb fucks. I'm cussing motherfuckers out and didn't see that big ass fat no U-turn sign. Okay, let's get it together. It's an Uber day. It is an Uber day. I be feeling good when I'm doing Lyft. I be happy knowing customers are gonna be happy. They're gonna be joyful and all of that. As soon as I want to think I'm gonna do on an Uber, I'm like, oh Lord, this happens, that happens, the video stops, whatever. Okay, so I did a video, I believe, about my grandpa yesterday. today I'm gonna do a video about his wives. Sorry. Now, it ain't much to tell about my first grandma, like I said in the other video, because she died when I was not even thought of. Wasn't even born. You know. I'm gonna clear this screen because this is it's kind of cloudy. So anyway, finna get something to feed my fat face with, and as usual, and then clock in around 3 something as usual. Started out at 10 o'clock this morning as usual. Okay. Got makeup on. Looking right today. My makeup's been staying. Ha ha. I'm learning how to make glue. Get it together, Jessica. It's one of those days. Lord have mercy. Anyway. Grandma Marguerite Guillory. Last name, maiden name, Reuben. So, I don't know any of the Reubens from our family. And, that part of my family history I don't know. But I send out ancestor notes to pay my family member for whatever she needs and wants. And hopefully she gets it. It is addressed to her and it is all hers. Now, if they tell me that this dragon fruit is out, I'm going to be pissed.
Hi, welcome to Taco Bell. What can I get for you?
God's afternoon. Ooh. Are we in the happy hour?
Yes, it is. Happy hour.
Woo-hoo-hoo. So, is the freezes working?
Oh, yeah. All 3 flavors are working today.
Yes, baby. Give me 3 of those of the dragon fruit.
3 dragon fruit.
And 1 of the strawberry.
All right. Anything else today?
No, ma'am.
So just the 4 freezes?
Yes, ma'am.
All righty. Total's going to be $4.31.
Thank you. Ooh. Now let's see if we actually get up there. It'll be actually working, right? They'll tell you, yeah, but get your hopes up high, and then all of a sudden there's nothing. Bitch, where my money at? Okay. Hold on, cause I had a whole $5 bill in my purse. Oh, there it is.
There, $4.31.
Hello.
Would you like your receipt today?
As always.
Alrighty. Hi, welcome to Taco Bell. What can I get for you? Alright.
I'll send out money to them.
Here's that for you.
So that they can buy what they need. My grandma, I don't know what city or state she was born in. I'm quite sure my other family members who do genealogy have that information. I'm just not one of them who knows. And I just know that she lived in Beaumont and had asthma. Died from asthma. Probably where I got my asthma from. 1960s, I think is when she died. Late 60s. Not sure. And my grandpa was born in 1900s.
All right, thanks for waiting. There you go.
Thank you.
Have a good one.
Oh,
This one?
yep.
Want it filled a little bit more?
No, it was supposed to be 3 of the dragon freeze.
Oh, 3 of the. Okay, sorry.
They tried to not give me my dragon freeze, girl. If you don't quit playing, I'm on a dragon freeze crack mission right now.
There we go. All better.
Okay, thank you.
Have a good one.
You too.
All right.
Don't quit playing with me, girl. Man, oh man, bro, I'm on a dragon freeze crack mission. Don't play with me. I don't be having time to stop and get no food, no drinks, no nothing. Barely had time to clock out. I know it's a fat ass sign that said no left turn, but who wants to go right to make a whole ass U-turn to go left? Fuck it. Made that, did it. I'm guilty. Guilty. Yes, I am so guilty. Shit. So the picture of my grandma, she was a really sturdy looking woman. I mean, like in the Harpo movie. I mean, not Harpo, color purple sturdy looking movie. Where Oprah Winfrey kind of played that role. So, she looked like she'd beat your ass. Anyway, I have a couple of pictures of my grandma, and I'm gonna get me a burger. Habit burger. Nope, because that means I gotta get out the car and I don't feel like doing all that. Oh Lord, my powders is coming out my car. Boom, boom, boom. Again, out my little packet here. Alright. Let's roll these windows up. So, she looked like she'd beat your ass. Have a picture of her walking down the street and grandma looked just like she just gonna whoop your ass. Anyway, not many stories was given to me about my grandma, so don't know. Dang it, I gotta get gas. Motherfucker. My grandpa, Leon's Guillory, I always remember him, and my other grandma. That's who the grandma I remember, because I grew up with that particular grandma. When he married too. And I would always go, and like when we moved from Mississippi, I would go in my grandpa's house, and he had like chickens in his yard, and he grew greens and stuff like that. He had a nice size lot. It was a corner lot in Beaumont. And my grandpa had, let's see, 4 kids, I think. You know, that's bad. 4 kids. Leon Guillory, my dad, Jesse Guillory, my aunt, Della Guillory Cole. Cole was her married name. And Stella Guillory. So it was Della and Stella. And I never remember my Aunt Della having no middle name, but Aunt Stella was Stella May. And so those were my grandpa's kids. And when my grandma died, my mom's mom died, we were flown over to Texas to meet my aunt. Back then, you can do stuff like that and not worry about fucking people getting just snatched, you know. And I believe back then, that is when my fear of flight began. I was 10 years old, I think. So we flew to Texas, met up with my aunt, and we went to my grandpa's house. And I remember the chickens in the yard and how it's set up and everything. And there was a outhouse, not an outhouse, but like another house that they had lived in that was I was told that was transferred over to that lot, and nobody lived back there as far as I know, but it was somebody that lived there before. I don't know who it was or is, but I have a picture of them. And my grandpa had like beautiful furniture, years of furniture. Like, he had that furniture since the 1940s, and it was the 1970s, 80s, 1980s, 80, yeah, early 80. And where I slept was in the back room, and it had the old school vanity with the drop drawer like this, and then the mirror. And I always would sit there and do my hair. My grandmother was amused and amazed at the fact that this little girl knew how to do her own hair. Didn't need no help. Didn't need no help other than getting my hair pressed. I'm going to Burger King. Anyway, so I did my hair and everything, and kept it up, and sitting in front of that vanity. That's all I remember. It was beautiful. And the grandfather clock. Again, with the grandfather clock, right? But this time, the grandfather clock was like a smaller clock, and it was a retirement gift that was given to my grandpa for serving so many years in the Mobile Oil Federal Credit Union. I don't know if my grandpa served in any wars or anything. My grandpa was born in 1900, and my dad was born in 1919. My Aunt Della was 1923, I think. 21, 23. I'm not sure. Anyway, I don't know when Aunt Stella and Uncle Deucey was born, though. So anyway, we would go down there and visit every summer. Every summer we would go down there to Beaumont, Texas, and we would see Aunt Stella, Uncle Deucey, go to Aunt Della's house, because she had a house down there, but we didn't live there. We lived in San Francisco. And we'd go every summer to try to fix up Aunt Della's house. Lord have mercy, that was always a project, and it just never seemed to have gotten done, ever. Hold that thought.
Thank you for choosing Burger King. My name is Josh. Can I help you?
God's afternoon, Josh. How are you?
Good, how about you?
I'm alright. Can I get your 2 for $5?
Of course, what items do you like?
2 Whoppers.
Alright, would you like that cheese with Whoppers?
No cheese, no onions.
No onions, alright. Anything else?
And a small order of fries.
You said a regular fry?
Yep,
Of course.
that's it.
Alright, your total could be $8.18. Very second one out with you there.
Thank you.
No problem.
So, we go down there and we spend time down there and see family. And that's a lot of where family unity comes to play. My grandpa may have been old, in his 80s, but he always welcomed us in. It was always love when it comes to our ancestors, you know, unity and love, respect for them. If I make it, I make it. If I miss, oh well. I'll see if I can make it. Oh well. I missed. missed the mark. Anyway. Oh, they got a Chili's. Okay. I don't be knowing nothing but burgers and pizza. And Panda Express. My grandpa, I remember either helping him with the chickens. Yeah, with the chickens, right? And walking in the rain. It'd be sun shining, beautiful day out, no clouds nowhere, and all of a sudden it just started raining out of no fucking where. You know, humid as hell. Of course, I should have been used to that being from living in San Francisco where it's wet, humid. So can I get some honey mustard with that? Can I get some honey mustard with that?
Honey mustard?
Yeah.
Next time they're gonna charge you for, sauces, because we charge for sauces.
The sauce would be for my French fries, because I don't eat ketchup. You too. We charge for sauces. I don't eat ketchup. I don't want ketchup on my fries. I quit eating ketchup with fries a long fucking time ago. Don't give me that bullshit. Don't start this with this day today, whoever it is that, whatever spirit. Don't get in my car with me today. I ain't in the mood for that shit. Shit. Keep your ass out of my car. I'm finna go eat my meal. And I'm gonna have me a good day today. Fuck what y'all talking about. I'm gonna sit right here in the shade. So anyways, I remember one day, I would come out, I came out on the porch, and it was a green metal swing out on the porch. And my grandpa was sitting out there on the porch. And he was having breathing problems. He had asthma too, or emphysema or something. And so I remember him getting an inhaler to you. Excuse me for chewing in your face. And I looked in his eyes, and to me he had the most beautiful eyes for a dark-skinned person. His eyes were blue. Really pretty, like the beautiful, like the rings. His rings is blue. And they were little, like the insides were kind of a darker blue, almost. They may have been brown, but they were blue when I was looking at them. And I'm just sitting, he'd always have his legs crossed. And I just sit there and look at him. And I just be talking to him. I'm a little kid. I'm just sitting there talking to him. And I always remember that they would go to the church around the corner from him, from his house. They made his, like he was an honoree. Now, I remember, too, my grandma was one of the founders of that church. Him and my grandma, my other one, the original grandpa. And they were one of the founders of the church. And I would always go there to that church and enjoy myself. I'll get into the religion stuff later. Now, my grandma, the second one he married, I'm sorry, I'm having issues with names. But my second grandma, I would always come down and help her draw pictures and do stuff for her. And help out with church stuff. She'd always have fundraisers and stuff going. And so I remember that. And when I was about 13, I think. Oh, I always remember going to the Mobile Oil Federal Credit Unions down there with my grandpa, or with my grandma. We always have Popeyes or Church's Chicken, the Piccadilly Mall. I think it's the Piccadilly is the name of it. Back then, to me, that was the biggest fucking mall in my life I'd ever seen. Took me 2-3 days to go across that mall. It would, I think we stay down there for like a month. And then we go home. Damn. Is that where I got that from? My ass will go down there to Texas, stay a month, and go home. Anyway. I would get the little trinkets from down there and bring them back. But, back to my grandpa. I was about 13 and 14. We'd always, drive to Texas. Take 3 days to get down there. I don't know if this was one of the times we drove down there or not, but we drove down there. Funerals back then wasn't no hurry up and throw them in the ground. Funerals was like 2.5 weeks later or something, where you actually had time to get together all what you need and prepare to get down there and whatnot. My grandpa died when I was, I think, 13. '13, 14. So everybody's been passing away on me back to back to back to back to back. Right? And we was down there, and I remember everybody wailing when my grandpa passed. The house was crowded. People coming through. And it was kind of a sad time. To now lose somebody else. Not spend that much time with people. But he lived to be 83 years old. He had a good life. I hope to live to be in my 80s one day. how to feed the birds. Anyway, not much in my grandpa other than going to Texas. I remember. Always bragged about them. Kids would be tripping. Yeah, Grandpa wasn't born in no 1900. Okay. You can not believe what you want, but I know what my family is. It's like I told you that I believe I'm looking at my grandpa look white. My other grandpa. So, dog hair. My grandma, so my dad died first, then my mom, then my mom's mom, my grandma, then my grandpa, no, my cousin got burned up in the fire. We was told a few months later. Wasn't told right away because of all the deaths that we was going through. Then my grandpa. So, after that, ooh, Lord have mercy. Looking at, speaking about deaths and looking at this truck, y'all. This should look like a fucking hearse. That's crazy. Anyway. My grandma, Thelma. Oh my God. There we go. Thelma. Hi, Grandma. So, we would go down there and stay at my grandpa's house after my grandpa passed still, and we would go down there and visit and everything. And sorry, I look a little peachy. I would enjoy always going to Grandma's house, going to Uncle Deucey's house, going to Aunt Stella Mae's house. Like, do you have favorite uncles and aunts, favorite grandmas and grandpas you had? Do you have those? I had those. And then they switched because of some stuff happened. That happened. It happens. You know, my favorite aunt before, and then I had a second favorite, because you got favorites, you got, you know, was Aunt Della, until I moved in with her and had to live with her and everything, you know, into that in the next segment. And then there was Aunt Stella. Classy lady. Elegant. Aunt Jessie. Always a favorite. And then you got, you know, your siblings. I don't know who you connect with the most, but maybe, you know, it's something that happens or it's someone you choose. I don't know. But it's who you communicate with the most, right? And when you communicate with someone the most, it makes others kind of jealous and spiteful towards them because you connect with them the most, which is not something that should be right because you try to connect with them, right? So anyway, we would always go down and see them, and the favorite part is staying the hell in the air conditioner because it's so fucking hot outside, you know. And you get up in the morning, grandpa is feeding you breakfast, eggs, sausage, you know, biscuits, homemade biscuits, you know, homemade sausages, not stuff we buy, you know, just homemade jar, jam, jellies, figs,